Nobody could do it. Clinton couldn't do it. They actually went the other way. They went into a very bad thing for African American people, black people. They did very bad things. I did very good things. But criminal justice reform, and then I funded the universities, which nobody else was willing to do. They were going every year. They'd come back to Washington and they'd be begging for money, begging. I got to be friendly with some of the heads of the schools, and they would come back and they would literally tell me they're forcing us to beg. I'm the one that got them long-term financing and more than they were looking for. So there's nobody that's done more. And I think maybe more than anything else was criminal justice reform. They've been trying to get it for years, and I'm the one that got it done. So nobody can tell me about that. That somebody posts, a staffer, posts, and I knew it was all about, if you take a look at that and see the whole thing, it was a small section at the very end, but that was about fraudulent elections, which we have a lot of them. We're going to get it stopped. And I liked the beginning. I saw it and just passed it on. And I guess probably nobody reviewed the end of it, because what I saw at the beginning was really, really strong. It was about fraudulent elections. And anytime I see that stuff, and when it's credible, you put it up. But somebody slipped and missed a very small part. Now, by the way, again, a takeoff one, I guess. I didn't do it, by the way. This was done by somebody else. This was a retruth. That was not done by us. But that was a very strong truth. It was a very strong statement made about the fraudulent elections in a certain part of our country, which are really bad.
Mr. President, you promised Savannah Guthrie's family the full support of federal law enforcement.
Well,
FBI is now...
I'll give you a little statement. I think we're doing very well on that regard. You're probably surprised to hear that. I think we're doing very well. Very well, meaning we have some clues, I think, that are very strong. And I think we could have some answers coming up fairly soon.
Is this a nationwide search? Is this a search going to Mexico?
I'm not talking about a search. I'm talking about a solution. We have some things, I think, that will maybe come out reasonably soon from DOJ or FBI or whoever that could be...
suspect?
Yeah, it could be definitive.
A
A lot's taken place in the last couple of hours. A lot of things have happened with regard to that horrible situation in the last couple of hours.
Mr. President, at the very least, do you condemn the racist parts of the video?
Of course I do. Yeah.
The Dow and S&P have done really well under you, Mr. President.
Who?
The Dow and S&P have done very well under you. Do you think that there's still more to...
Everything's done well.
Do you think there's still more...
Everything. What hasn't done well?
Do you think there's still more to do for Americans who can't afford to invest in the stock market?
Well, I brought prices way down. You don't hear it anymore. You know, when I first came in, the Democrats were screaming affordability, and I just got there. Remember eggs? Because eggs were up 4 times higher than they ever were. And that was, I think, my first press conference was about 3 days in, and they were screaming about eggs. I said, I didn't do it, they did it. We got the eggs down, we got the groceries down, we got it all down. It's really going good. Now we have interest rates. We have a great new Fed person coming in, hopefully soon. Interest rates are trending downward, even without that. And it's been amazing. I mean, we have potentially the greatest economy in history. If you look at what's happened, $18 trillion. We have $18 trillion coming in. No other country's gotten anywhere near that. No other country. China, nobody. And I think we have potentially the greatest. And you're going to see that when these factories that are being up, we have car plants, AI plants, many plants, and thousands of businesses right now are being built. When they start opening up in a year from now, less than a year from now, it's going to be something that I don't think we've ever witnessed before in this country. Nobody's ever seen investment like this. We have never seen anything like it. So it's very exciting. But when you add that to the best crime numbers we've ever had, when you add that to so many other things, the wall, as an example, we had a border that was out of control. 25 million people came in during 4 years of Biden. We have nobody coming in. They come in, but they come in legally. They have to come in legally. Our country's doing really well.
President, you're suing the federal government about your taxes.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is it fair to ask the American people to pay for that?
Well, anything I win, I'm going to give 100% to charity.
But that still takes it from the American people.
No, because they give money to charity anyway. They give away $40 billion a year to charity, our government. You know, our government gives away $40 billion plus a year to charity. So anything I win from that, but when they go and release your tax returns, which is totally illegal, people go to jail for that, and they've already found the person that did it, and as you know, they got in big trouble. And based upon that and other things we did sue, and anything I win, I'm giving 100% to charity. Really good, very, very good and respected charities.
Do you decide if
Winter
you win?
Olympics, the Winter Olympics begin this weekend, Mr. President.
It's gonna be
Are
great.
you,
I just spoke to Marco Rubi. I just spoke to J.D. Vance. They're over in Italy and representing us very well. They're doing a great job.
Did you see that the Vice President got booed during the opening ceremony, though? What do you make of that sort of frosty... The Vice President got booed during the opening ceremony. What do you make of that frosty...
No, I didn't see that. Is that true? Is that right?
Yeah.
It's surprising because people like him. Well, I mean, he is in a foreign country, you know, in all fairness, but he doesn't get booed in this country.
is there a particular sport you're interested in seeing?
In the Super Bowl, who are you going for?
What, the game?
The Super Bowl, yeah.
I can't say that. But they are really two good teams. Very interesting because you had one quarterback who looks like he wasn't going to make it, and he made it. And then you have another one who's young, and they probably wish they played him last year, right? He's done great. But you have two great teams. And Bob Kraft is a fabulous owner, a friend of mine. New England's amazing that they're there. Who would think? It's like a second, you can't say dynasty yet. They had a dynasty. You have to win a lot of games before you create another one. But I think it's going to be a great game. There's a lot of interesting storylines. It's going to be very
What's
interesting.
your message to the many Americans who were offended by the video? What do you want to tell those
I have no
Americans?
message. I didn't know about it, so I mean, it went up. I really have no message. All I know is, here's my message, that our country has never been in a position like this. We were a laughing stock all over the world, and now we're a country that's respected more than we've ever been respected before. If you go back a year and a half ago, our country was a laughing stock, and now we're respected all over the world, like probably almost never before. I would say maybe like never before. And, you know, it's if you look at it from an economic standpoint, the King of Saudi Arabia said it, others said it, we were not a country that was even thought of as a country that was going to make it back. And in 1 year, we're the hottest country. We are right now the hottest country anywhere in the world. So that's my message. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.